I need to make a command if someone says good bot for Dinobot to respond a woo.
E.
E. Twitch ads are so bad, also E. So what did you get? Wait, doof.
Almost.
Okay. Oh god, I got hiccups. Am I?
I'm ready.
Huh. Medication loot crate. They send you a box full of expired prescriptions.
Unlabeled.
Yeah, yeah. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I don't think she is. Hello, Secret Ply. I'm sorry for what my sister said, not anything I did. Garlic phone. Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to. Garment phone. Yes. In order for him to get the verdict he deserved. What happened to banana phones? They were too appealing. Ring, ring, ring. You're gonna get me started on that OIP.
We use smartphones now, not cellular, modular, interactive, modular zip phones.
Ah! You remember more of the lyrics than I do, Jeffy. That's illegal? I'm sorry. I didn't know. That song is old. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for these nuts. These nuts?
Do you mean the Joe Dark killings?
No.
Oh.
Lana wanted Dirk convicted so badly. I'm sorry. I'm happy. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me.
What do you mean what happened to you?
It's all there in the file. Did you actually
Are you
read
sure
it?
it's in the file? Because there's only like 4 pages.
Right. You're not yeah, I agree. Joe Dirk's last victim was prosecutor Neil Marshall. What about me, OIP? Oh no, definitely not, because I'm a streamer. Then he murdered Officer Marshall's brother. Someone take Secret Play's happy chemicals away. He left behind an incriminating piece of evidence. Stonk.
But what did you have to do with those killings, Emma?
On the night prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me.
What? He tried to kill you?
What? Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me.
So that means you...
Yes, I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial.
I didn't see that one coming, even though it's listed in the court record.
Well, I did not see that one coming. People haven't said that on Reddit in a long time.
Very good.
I'm sorry! Every time I see that phrase now, Reddit ruined me.
It seems everything is somehow related to this incident.
Are any of us mentally stable, Pip? What was it labeled again? The SL9 incident?
Yeah, the name of everyone connected to this trial is listed in here. All that's left is to figure out just what role everyone plays in this case. You would think that if this was an official, court document, they would already have that information.
Yeah.
But I guess they just...
There's too much reading, Justin.
they just made a guest book.
Yeah, too much reading.
If we search hard enough, I think we'll find our answers.
They don't have Control F.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What exactly did or didn't Lana do?
Again, I'm not sure I want to know everything. It happened. Can Jeff say Tejas? I want to test something.
Tejas.
Did you see Viv's dream earlier?
No, I didn't.
Viv had a dream. I think. Yeah, tell the dream again. I don't want to mess it up. Also, hello. It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of the year too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day, unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. It's so great.
Like psychological torture.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just Tejas. Tejas. Tejas.
Te-
Tejas.
Te-
Tejas.
House.
Yeah.
We used to torture Rory by saying Stantler. Stantler. See? Her eyes open. Stantler.
Stanley.
Stantler.
Stanley.
She's looking at me. There was what movie was it? It was one of the Pokey movies.
I think it was Forever.
Yeah. And the Stantler was just Stantler. I don't know. Just the way that we said it, she was just freaking out and it was so funny. Quit sounding like a jackass, Jumpy. Yeah. Is that possible?
No.
Hee-haw. We were planning to eat dinner together once you finished your work. Suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office.
Joe Dart.
Who looks surprisingly like Mr. Police Guy. It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. Eat. You know, that's not an insult, OIP. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up.
Jake Marshall's brother.
I am live again, but I'm live on the outside, but not on the inside. Joe Dark tried to take me hostage. Eat nothing. Ooh, I like it. But before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then
What happened?
lightning struck and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. Oh my god.
You would think there would be an option to like make the text go faster. I keep accidentally skipping a box just because I'm trying to like load the text.
Yeah, you're fine. I saw that too, and I'm like, Jumpy, why is your sensitivity so low? It's really sad. Get it together, Bako. What I saw then burned. Oh no. A permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now.
A permanent picture?
His dino. Is small. I'm sorry. He was wearing shorts. He should not be sad he fixed the bug. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Rory hates it when you blow on her face. It's really funny. I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall.
So you weren't able to testify about that?
No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why she made up the crime.
Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence?
Totally bogus. Prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence, and Mr. Edgeworth used it.
Edgeworth?
Yeah? Duh. Why are you surprised? He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean. It's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened.
So it's true, even though he may not have known it. Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence.
After after that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold, like she is today.
She must have not been able to face up to what she did, especially not to Emma.
Edgeworth.
Microsoft Edgeworth.
No. No.
What did you see in the instant that crime occurred?
No. Samsung Galaxy Edgeworth.
Very good.
Thank you. Thanks for the mental image. Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. It's like an onion.
No, Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl.
I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently, I passed out conveniently. When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms. How long ago was this supposed to have been?
2 years?
She's still wearing the same glasses?
I guess. Poor Emma, you've been through so much.
They're cool glasses, yeah, but like... I couldn't bring myself to testify about that incident. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good.
2 years ago, you must have been 14. That's understandable.
It's just still wearing the same buttons. Look, the same exact outfit.
Yeah.
Seems fishy to me. Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies. Yay. And find the evidence to make an airtight case. Anime character logic, fair enough. That way Lana would never have to forge any.
I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma.
What is it?
You said you were in Lana's office at that time, right?
Yeah, fair enough. That's right. Lazy animator logic.
Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor.
Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day.
Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police?
Yeah. This happened at the police department, dingus. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office.
But why did you run all the way over to your sister's office?
Because the detective offices in the questioning room are right across from the elevator.
Across from the elevator? But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she?
No, silly, didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. She was the best in the entire force.
What? That's news to me.
After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor.
Lana used to be a detective? I'd better have another talk with her.
Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you trouble.
Falsifying evidence? I didn't think you were the type.
Criminals don't mind playing foul, why should we? But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person may be found guilty. Believe me, I understood the risks. Understand. And...
Lana, Emma told me about you.
Oh?
About how you were a detective 2 years ago, and how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office.
That's right.
Could you fill me in on the details, especially about that unusual change of jobs?
No. But I guess.
A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today, not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago.
Hey JJ, how are you doing? Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be. That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth. It couldn't be helped, Emma. At that trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. Well, oh.
Well, all drama aside, the fact of the matter is at 5:15, there was no murder at the police department.
Tell me it's not true, Lana. What the witness, Miss Starr, said. I've been telling you that I'm guilty this whole time, dingus. About you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. Lana, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us? Emma, this doesn't involve just me.
I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so fazed before.
It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago. Gee, it was amazing. They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together.
Chief Gant?
He was the deputy chief of police back then. He still worked the crime scenes. Damon Gant, he was everything I aspired to be. They were the best team ever! They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed.
Emma really idolizes her big sister. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened?
I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was to gain experience investigating crime scenes, so you could use that experience in court, right?
Wouldn't you be better off going to law school?
No. I don't have the money. Or she did. I don't think any of these new characters really have name puns, do they? I think they sort of gave up on the name pun thing. Unless it's just like super subtle. Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. After that, he became chief of police. Well, yeah, and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office.
Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago.
Good man, oh boy. Gordon Freeman. 2 years ago, oops, 2 years ago I was second in command of the detectives investigating Dark.
Second in command? That means the investigation lead was Damon Gant, right?
Huh. Yes, Chief Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigations.
They even had the same office.
Yes! A-woo! Very good, OIP. We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman, oops, wrong voice, whose case it was, Jake Marshall and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall had worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place.
When he tried to murder Emma.
Prosecutor Marshall is trying to save me from Dark. You see, first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me.
Now you tell us.
Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages and Dark must have suddenly panicked. So he waited until Gant and Marshall let the guards down and fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Gant and myself. That's where he found me.
So you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana?
It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Dark. returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood.
3 bodies?
Prosecutor Marshall, the victim Emma, who had passed out, and the suspect, Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious.
What did you do?
To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her.
Can't blame her. After all her sister must have gone through.
After all, her sister must have gone through.
Yeah.
Yeah. After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest. Demon Gent. Very nice. No, I was thinking that...
Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident?
That's right. Quite a coincidence, hmm?
I don't buy it.
What are you saying?
There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident. Just by chance.
But the case was solved 2 years ago.
At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved.
Officer Marshall. Oh, yeah, look at that. Yes, his actions came as a surprise to me, too. Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely. I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark. Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories.
That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right?
Yes, in the office that Damon Gant and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupies by himself, the chief's office.
Maybe we should have a look at the chief's office, the site of the final SL9 murder.
Wow. What a bish. Should show her your attorney's badge. That's not evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do, but like the whole police department sounds similar. It's the police department. There's something in there. Helium, yeah.
No one's here today, not even Miss Starr.
Who's gonna make the lunches?
I brought a couple of nuts.
Oh. Eat them yourself.
Oh.
Everyone's probably busy looking at, I guess. And what exactly went down in the evidence room? That must be where the detectives are.
That was a really lame joke. I didn't even get it like these nuts. It was just...
I have a couple of nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was creepy, Justin.
Yeah.
She's 16.
Oh.
Got some nuts here. They're hot. They're Edgeworths, yes.
Well, you proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 p.m.
Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case.
But instead it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty.
I get wrecked. Sister.
I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow.
Hi, Pop. What's up? Oof. Big oof. Mr. Edgeworth isn't here.
Maybe he's being questioned by an inquiry committee. He took a real beating in court today.
Yeah, Vaughn admitting to falsifying evidence 2 years ago.
I guess we'll just have to come back later.
Can we steal stuff?
Nah.
Oh boy.
Howdy, Bambino.
Oh, Mr. Marshall.
I never thought things would turn out this way when I woke up this morning. Okay, Sarah, you never know where life will lead you, eh, Bambino? I should know my luck had run out when old Bill had dried up this morning.
Do we want to know?
Must be his pet cactus. Say, where you headed? Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner.
But Mr. Marshall... Hey, thank you, Yuki.
Hey, woo.
Hey, woo. How are you doing? But Mr. Marshall, why did you do it? You'd rather Neil be alive. He was probably not... Yeah, why didn't this guy die?
Why do prospectors head west? If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall,
He's saying
would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today.
I think he was actually talking about like actual like gold prospectors. Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. Ew.
It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. What do you mean fishy? Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon. The murder weapon? You mean that switchblade knife with the broken tip? That was Joe Dark's, alright. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised.
A question?
The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained. What does that mean? It means there's a good chance that knife was not the murder weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased. Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence? That case left behind scars on all of us.
The scars that the SL9 incident left behind. Boy, he's so boring, I'm starting to get sleepy.
I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together.
How old was he, your brother?
He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day. The highest honor? You mean the Burger King of prosecutors?
Oh, hey.
I knew it. Wait.
I knew it! You're making fun of him.
What are you looking at me like that for? It's an honor for a prosecutor.
The highest of honors, the Burger King crown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Marshall must have been really close with his brother.
The day the SL9 incident took place, that wasn't the same day as...
That's right. It was the day of the evidence transfer.
Hey.
Interesting. It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall there was thunder. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already.
Oh, heck.
I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die. Apparently someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty. There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of.
You know, I would just like to point out, he didn't have to wait until the last day. He's literally the only person monitoring this evidence room. He literally could have taken like one piece a week, and nobody would have noticed.
But that's not convenient.
He's had 2 years to do this. Don't do that. Don't make sense.
Miss Star was fired and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room.
I'm sorry.
What about Detective Goodman? If they did something to him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. Though they were careful enough not to be too obvious. They?
Who are you talking about? Hold on, the little doggy.
Don't get upset, Bambino. I mean Damon Gant and Lana Sky. The investigation lead Damon Gant and his second in command, Lana Sky. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers. After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yeah. Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She's never been the same since she left.
What?
Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Scott was totally different when she was a detective. Now that he mentions it, Emma said something like that too.
I like it. You know, OIP, that's a very, very useful command, actually. Tell me what happened to my sister.
Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out. Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago.
It's her brand of deodorant. She uses secret deodorant.
Very good.
Thank you.
So there you have it. That's my story. Did y'all enjoy it, partner? It was certainly enlightening. There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth ain't my enemy.
Oh
He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict, but someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon Gant. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today.
What did he just do?
Has he just been sticking that in his mouth and not actually drinking?
I guess.
Too bad I won't be around to work with you. When you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambino.
I'm about to hit the old dusty trail and run my car into a few power poles.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
This place is always empty, but today is deserted.
You already joined the Twitter chat. Nice. That is something I will never be doing. That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes.
Oh, you're looking for the others. They're all in the conference room.
Thanks. Wow, he actually talked to us.
Well, the chief prosecutor's saying what you did, and they're decisions about what to do. But it's the rest of us. Not to mention us staying with you to meet and tomorrow's trial. There's more chaos going on Thanksgiving and Christmas all together.
I think festive is the word usually used for those.
Oh, it's because I did exclamation mark. Judge baby, peace. There. I like, what he sounds like? A deflating balloon.
Yeah.
That's my deflating balloon noise. Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office. Thank you.
They're going to connect you all the way to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor.
Really? You mean it's okay for us to just go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything.
Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits.
Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm.
Well, what are we waiting for? Haha, let's head to the chief's office. Wow, tacky. I know we've already seen this place, but this is like some Danganronpa.
Yeah, like, how did this get approved?
He's the chief prosecutor. He can do anything. Floor's kind of cool, I guess. Play the theme on the organ.
Whoa, where am I?
Can you actually... In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door. Aww. No, you gotta play, what's her face? Tifa's song.
Check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it?
I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Block. Don't you mean Yuffie? It wasn't Yuffie. It was Tifa. I could never remember where C was.
Oh, it's out too.
Chief Gant.
I don't remember. I think we...
He put that paper he was reading in his desk.
So, Roro, have you been swimming lately?
No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately.
I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too with...
Shit.
Something.
And Lana's provocative statement.
Yeah, I guess I need to bring up the,
Yeah.
Mr. Marshall's misconduct too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Provocative statement. Oh, you mean about the forged evidence?
2 years have passed since that incident. Why, how time flies. See that big picture on the wall over there? That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me.
Wow.
So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
We took it to commemorate our work together.
And the night, yeah.
Something's not right with this picture.
Phoenix Wright.
I can't quite seem to put my finger on it, though.
Is it the vase? How dare you not credit the night? Yeah.
Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together.
Oh, good job, Emma. But this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore.
All the same, we'd still like to have a look around.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. It was a crime scene 2 years ago. It can be a crime scene today.
Yeah.
Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend.
Also, I've got a bunch of drugs from the evidence room in my my desk. And I don't want you guys to steal them. Looks like we aren't welcome. Yay!
It seems that case isn't over with yet after all.
What do you mean?
Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there.
You mean like a clue?
There's gotta be a way we can get inside the chief's office. Hey, pal. Detective Gumshoe, aren't you supposed to be in a meeting? I'm, taking a breather. My feet hurt.
From sitting so long?
Actually, from serving everyone coffee. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is still out of the loop. Say, have you, either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask? He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battles between you two in court. That sounds serious.
Just had a mental image in your head. Oh boy, let's hear it. Is it because of what my sister said?
That's basically what it all boils down to.
Do I not want to?
That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood.
Yikes. Objection. Sustained. Ooh.
I've been studying up on those files. There's nothing wrong with Mr. Edgeworth's presentation. To think people are accusing him of being justice. I, for one, ain't buying it, pal.
OIP is out of order. How do we fix her? Oh, You're looking into the case for Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, it was a pretty big deal while it was going on, you know. After all, serial killer was on the loose. But Lana was pretty clear in her confession. She forged evidence in order to prove Joe Dart guilty. About that jar, I think I've seen it before somewhere. Somewhere? Or maybe it's just one of those memories people have from previous lives. This must be the most uninformative detective I've ever met.
You bet you could pull off a good Von Karma.
Something about it makes me feel uneasy. It's like I'm in the chief's office and he's yelling at me. Chief Kent? Where could I have seen that before? But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Lana Skye is the guilty party here, isn't she?
So, alrighty, good night.
See you, complaint. Regardless, prosecutors are responsible for the evidence they present in court. I don't know that. But as you know, there's been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. His amazing talent as a prosecutor's kept him safe from those who don't like him. But now with this...
Are there really so many people who hate him?
In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only has that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know of for making enemies.
Oh, no! That's adorable!
Again.
Hey, Dick! Keep up the good work!
Yes, sir.
Let's go out for lunch again sometime. My treat.
Ooh!
Yes, sir.
You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick?
Did your
Yes, sir.
controller just buzz?
Yeah.
What?
It seems you don't have any problems with enemies.
That is his first name. He is Dick Gumshoe.
Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack. Is that auto modded?
So
Gotta
sad.
remove it.
Yeah, how do I remove the dick? I don't even know how to. I don't know. Hang on. Would it be...
Actually, I took a look at
Night
the file
mod?
earlier while the coffee was brewing. He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything? The only evidence Stark left behind was during his final attack. His final attack? You mean when he killed Officer Marshall, Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl?
Thank you, Jeff. Yeah.
It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl. That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all.
What was it?
Oh, let's see. I think it has something to do with the murder weapon. I don't know. Look, it's all written somewhere here, okay? His powers of recollection never fail to impress.
Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory. not. Spam filters.
About this. Hey, is that... It has a tag attached to it with the label SL9 incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of. What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker.
On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker. And was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler.
I see it. Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me.
Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again. Gah. It's weird. I'll have to look at this later. Yeah, I'll have to look at this later. It's not showing me my list of already... You did it? Oh, nice. How do I remove... Oh, hello! Hello there, Haru Rivers. Hey, thank you, Only Christian.
Joe Dark was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman. A businessman? What made him take to serial killing? One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car.
With his car? So... Aw, thank you, Only Christian. Good night.
See you, Only Christian. Thanks for the sub.
Yes, and good. Yes, thank you. Thank you, and the bits. With his car, so it was an accident?
Accident, yes. But it transformed him into an animal.
Okay, an animal?
He killed a man that witnessed the accident. Then he killed a second later who saw the crime. The kid walked by just then, so he killed him too. Then when he was burying the bodies, a jogger came up on the scene as well. And he was killed also. Finally, he turned himself in.
Wow, that's some bad luck.
It seems he was a pretty careless animal. Of course, this is all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence. So he turned himself in. Yeah, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim, Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily Dark was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed. That last witness was Emma. This knife, it was Joe Dark's, wasn't it? Hey, that's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it at. Plus, it had his fingerprints on it too.
But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right?
That's where his look ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken.
You don't have to take a good look to notice that.
Yeah, well, anyway. Take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in.
Where?
If it was up your butt, you'd know.
Justin! Hayek.
But no, it was up Neil Marshall.
But.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was found deep inside a stab wound. Did it match Dark's knife? You bet, down to the last fiber.
That's pretty conclusive. Unlucky place to be stabbed. Yeah.
Must have been stabbed very deep.
Yeah. Big heck.
Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know.
Big, huge ow.
Can I ask you one more thing? What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Kent. It's not money, but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered.
The chief's out now and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay. I hope he did.
Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door.
What? Really?
If I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust.
Breach of trust?
Simply put, I'd be canned. Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you.
How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's.
They won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died.
Data. Oh.
So in other words, Gumshoe was our only chance of getting into that office.
Do you not still have the guest card?
Nope.
I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind. Do we have like 75 bucks?
Give us the ID card or the Blue Badger gets it.
Oh no. Wait!
This guy almost made us lose the case today. What are you talking about? He was guarding that bloodstain on the evidence locker with his life. That's more than you can say about most officers nowadays.
It would have saved us a lot of trouble if he hadn't guarded it so well.
I have to admit he's right though. Thanks to the Blue Badger, we were able to prove another possibility today. The possibility that another murder took place prior to 5:15.
I'm That's funny that there was actual text for that. Imagine if that was actually what you were supposed to have... Ba-do-da-da-de-da-da. Badger theme. Pished. I don't even remember. I'm blue. Da-ba-dee-da.
Very good.
I'm sorry. I'm sure it would have been a little bit better if I would have, like, sing it right. Wow! Oh, what is going on? Height.
Hey, I just bought some of that stuff. Now I can go around detecting blood traces too.
Wow! Ooh, is that a new type? I've never seen that bottle before. Height.
They said it'll add 3 inches. Hey, let me see that. New and improved growth formula. Y'all mean this can't detect any blood traces?
Not... No.
So that's why the lady at the counter had that smirk on her face.
Oh my god. Height. Yep.
That's the ID card record, isn't it? Yeah, there's only one other number left to investigate.
I feel
At 4:20 p.m., the victim, Detective Goodman, must have entered the evidence room along with someone else. Someone with an executive officer number.
Where's the... See, Blue Badger's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7777777. That's 17 too many, Detective. An executive officer. I might just have a hunch.
Okay, I'm done.
Hey, that powder's used for detecting fingerprints.
10 out of 10 would watch again. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth gave it to us. I like the little poof ball. Like, I just want to go...
Oh, he did what? All I have is some flour. Are you okay, Detective? Quick, run! Ash! If it's any help, one time I took a nap on a bench with white paint. What?
What a dingus. What is this guy's problem?
What?
He's a real dick.
What did the bench have to do?
I don't know.
What?
He's poor? Is he homeless?
What?
I don't know. Probably.
Oh, lost item report, huh?
Very impressive, Detective. Haha. You knew what it was right off the bat. You're real
Well,
smart.
I am a master of misplacement, you know.
Master. Haha. It's cool, buddy. Good job.
The way I see it, if things are meant to be lost, then they're meant to be lost. There's a higher power at work here.
Gumshoe. You're an idiot.
Maybe I shouldn't let Emma hold any evidence. No locker can be opened without a fingerprint match.
Besides, there's no reason for the murderer to touch his own junk. The stuff in his locker. Yeah. Thank you. I couldn't read the last word. Hey, wasn't your locker the one with the blood on it, detective?
The handprint of the real murderer's gloved hand, without any fingerprints. If they come to arrest me, you'll defend me, won't you? If that happens, I think you do better pleading with Edgeworth.
Unstable jar, that's what they call me. Hi, Pupper. Unstable jar pee-pee hands, yeah! Change my nickname now? Okay, I can do that.
Well, I think I've shown him everything that I have, so maybe I need to go somewhere else.
Change nickname.
I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet.
There he is! It looks like he's writing something.
What are you doing here? He sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh? I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me?
What kind of rumors, Mr. Edgeworth?
Many kinds.
Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm rooting for you.
That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings.
Aww.
So what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day.
He's oppressed. Yes. This is violence inherent in the system. He's being oppressed. Oppressed and depressed. Yes. Yes.
This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He had just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy.
Oh, there's no sword on the new one. Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me. Suicide!
Oh yeah. Wow. Doesn't that look familiar?
What?
The end of the sword.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Oh, shit. That trophy Mr. Marshall's holding. A little different than yours.
Yes, you're right. I remember now. Remember what? That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago.
I'm sorry.
There's a story behind its design.
A story? No, I like how YP keeps saying, "Oh boy, this is really convoluted coming up. You better better get the thing out."
Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us? It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on.
You know what though? No, I give this game credit because Danganronpa was convoluted as hell. Danganronpa was convoluted in a way where it didn't make sense, and that's not good. Like this game, it's good that we're able to actually figure it out because that means that it's like logical.
There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I do can erase that fact. But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that evidence was falsified. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error. My responsibility is the prosecutor in charge. That fact remains the same no matter what excuses I might have.
I think something else is that both Justin and I are very observant. And I think both of us together... E. Mr. Edgeworth?
I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Why has it all come to this? Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up.
Oh, heck.
Are you up for the trial tomorrow? First last year's trial and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me.
Aww.
To be honest, you're getting on my nerves.
Senpai. But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial.
Tomorrow is the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this. What do you mean? The list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. It's only half as long as most lists? That's odd. After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became the prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time.
Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time.
That picture, something seems strange about it. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered? You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right? I never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one.
Because you were awarded this?
Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department. You finished up at the office?
Oh no!
Yeah, just odds and ends, clerical stuff.
Oh.
I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back.
Take something back?
This.
Oh yeah! Chief Gant asked you to hold on to that, didn't he?
Yeah, it was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. That's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to? That's right. This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with two characters. The first means halberd and the second means shield. Have you heard this story? Sure. Everyone knows that.
Of course!
Why don't you tell it again, though, for Emma's sake? Very well.
This is boring.
Long ago in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day, he presented the king with two items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon. Those claims contradict each other. You don't have to scream in my face, Wright. It's pretty obvious. But then again, you've heard this story before, right?
Right.
Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. And thus the Chinese word for contradiction was born.
Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and broken knife symbolize...
Precisely so, they symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words, but it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion, even if it results in something as ugly as this.
Wow. Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today.
That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield? You'll have to ask Chief Gant.
Ooh woo.
2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the award abolished. Chief Gant?
Yep.
Oh. I ship it.
Oh, it's a baby.
I ship it.
Okay, fine.
Oh, wait, I think I already...
Platonically.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get canceled. Gonna cancel doggies. Ooh, ow.
I wonder what he was writing before.
Come on, Mr. Wright, let's take a look.
Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there.
Just distract him. I'll check it out. Of course.
Hey, Edgeworth. Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window there?
Whoa!
Oh no, he's falling to the ground.
Oh.
I can literally hear you talk to each other. Secondly, who cares? He didn't even look.
Again. What letter of R?
If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says letter of resignation.
Oh,
Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean...
no. Letter of Rory? Oh.
I'm tired, Wright. I feel as if something inside me has died.
But, Mr. Edgeworth, none of this is your fault.
I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either.
Uh-oh, he's getting emo.
Uh-oh, I think he's serious.
P.S. hungry, yeah.
Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something. This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for anything.
Yay! You're just stealing it. Okay, sure. Look at what you guys did to poor Edgy Wedgie. You bullying him into resigning.
Oh no.
Oh no. Excuse me. Oh my god. Oh no. Would either of you care for... Oh. She's changed, she's changed jobs. Would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef?
Miss Star, you can't just let that flop around in here.
Oh, you certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Agreed. Kinda like the first person who, sucked on some titties.
Sucked on some cow titties.
Cow titties!
To discover
To
milk.
discover milk. I hate it too! No, this is extremely awkward. Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago.
Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from
What
the
was she
case was due
talking
for
about?
transferal. This can't be all attributed to mere coincidence.
Just a metaphor for cringe. Aren't you forgetting something? I really have no idea what her deal is. You know, that little scene I happened to witness.
The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife.
No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Haha. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten. I don't either.
I don't even know how to respond.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Wright. Joe Dark. That's a name I'll soon not forget. We trailed him for half a year. Whoa, pressure! So I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Poor old Jake from State Farm. He must have been going through hell.
You mean because of his brother's death?
They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Finally, somebody laughs at that. I have been saying that like this whole case. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. He became a cowboy. Yeah. A heckin' woo, finally. Lana Sky. My sister? Oh. The best of the best were put on that SL9 case. Well, of course they were led by that legendary duo. I'm sorry. Lana and Chief can't. I mean...
Is your name Jake?
Dun dun dun.
Heck.
Oh heck. We cracked. Oh my god, we really are too smart for this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. That legendary bear was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out. That's your stepbrother's name? Nice. You were close.
Oh. You mean with the forging of the evidence?
Don't get me wrong, Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear while keeping other items a secret. But you don't have any proof anything illegal was done. I'm proof enough of what? After that case, all of us, save Goodman, were relieved of our duties, most without even so much as an explanation. Then Lana Sky transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. I bet someone would name their daughter some dumb version of Jake. Let's see, Jacob...
Jakette.
Jakette. Jaden.
Jakina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor. Nothing's quite as simple as it appears. Lana Sky was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter.
She was being used?
See, I think the name Jake is cool, but the name Jacob is really lame.
Yeah.
And so if you named a kid Jake, they would inevitably be called Jacob.
Ooh.
Like, there's just a huge disconnect between the coolness of those two names.
Then you just write it down officially as Jake.
Yeah, but somebody would call them Jacob. I'm just saying. Like, you know there's somebody with the name Bob on their birth certificate.
Yeah.
And they've been called Robert. My name is Bob. Yeah. Hello, Gigi. Welcome back. Damon Gand and Lana Skye. Gant led the investigation with Lana second in command. They were the best. They solved
all kinds of cases together, didn't they?
Damon Gant's magnetism in particular was almost unreal.
His magnetism?
By that, I mean his ability to attract evidence. He produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he'd handled. You know, OYP, that would just be me talking, blabbing on for 3 hours and Jeff being like, so sad. Oh heck.
It would depend on the topic.
Yeah.
Incredible evidence? You mean...
Oh, yes. There were rumors about him even back then. Technically, you get your own private Joe Pee Juff podcast with the salmon. No one dared confront him, though. What do you mean not lately? That's you, Joe.
I take it she's talking about forged evidence.
Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Really? Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything crooked, and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake. Mr. Marshall. When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would ever have recovered from his shock. Oh! Well, That's what makes it all the more infuriating. Miss Starr. That's why. I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that?
Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she?
Yes, thanks to Chief Gant's powerful influence. Chief. That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control, and then no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office.
What? You mean, that's why Lana was transferred?
If he can control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. But how could he control Lana? I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been a reason for her change.
At last. I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Starr.
You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been.
Oh, you're back. You're still here?
So sad!
I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ.
You're a DJ as well?
If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey.
Oh, that kind of DJ.
I gotta admire your persistency, but my answer's still no.
But
I'm not letting you in the chief's office, period.
he did the thing!
It'd be my neck on the line.
He does like the little hand thing.
Periodic.
Nice.
That office is the last crime scene in the SL9 incident. I have to look in there.
There's gotta be something we can do to make the detective change his mind. Does that lady have one of those steak dinners? Even though they're not fucking steaks?
We could offer him her beef.
Justin? Or Mr. Wright, he doesn't want roast beef, he wants steak.
Ooh, ooh.
Ooh, woo.
What's this crumpled up piece of paper?
Here.
No way. Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious.
Right.
Is he ever not serious? I can't believe they pushed him this far.
Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible. Wait. Hey.
When I first met him, I thought he was cold as ice too. But I know different now. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence, but we betrayed him.
Detective.
That's it, I made up my mind. Here, take my ID card. We can't do that. If someone found out, they wouldn't let you off. Oh.
They wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report.
Look at me, it's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I might already be as good as terminated. What? So at least let me do this for Mr. Edgeworth's sake.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, Detective, thank you.
No, he is. He's a good character. Here goes, Mr. Wright. We are in. Anyone finds us now? Detective Gumshoe.
Detective Gumshoe's a goner.
Oh.
That happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out.
Yeah.
Grr!
What the hell? Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I didn't even know you could slap a ghost. Detective Gumshoe. What are you doing sneaking up on us like that?
Fucking scary.
I wasn't sneaking, I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came too. If you're here, then what's the point in giving us your ID card? Oh.
What?
Hey, don't do that to my card.
Aw. Wow, you're mean.
I hardly ever get a chance to come in here. So I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now.
You really do want to get fired, don't you?
No, if we're lucky. Now come on, let's see what we can find out.
Why did you do that, Mr. Wright?
'Cause fuck him.
Oh.
Fuck him and fuck his ID.
Oh. Oh no.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
I do too. Are you okay, Mr. Wright?
No.
Oh no. Okay.
This isn't safe, isn't it? Safe. That word is ripe with intrigue. Okay.
It looks like a code needs to be entered in this panel to open it. Oh boy.
A 7-digit number. I think I might know what it is.
Is it all sevens?
Do you know what it is? I have a hunch. Oh, I know. You want to try my birthday? It's... I have a better idea. Here goes nothing.
Oh yes, Jeff. I guess that wasn't it.
I was so sure that was the number.
Maybe we should check the court record again.
A 7-digit number.
Too sad. What a dingus.
Bingo.
Bingo. What number did you win her?
Whose birthday was
Yay.
that, pal? 7 final ID card number on that record.
Super dumb password. What? But it's so lucky.
The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day. You mean... that ID number? I think you're 17 shy this time. That means only one thing. That's Chief Gant's ID number.
Hey, anyone care to look inside? Gives you vibes when Von Karma said his PIN number. Yeah.
Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away? He said he would lend me $50.
Yeah. Look, it's
Char from Broken Cup. This somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before?
There's something else in here too. Wow.
What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth.
You know, he could have just thrown this away.
Yeah.
He could have gone to the gas station and thrown it away. Hey. Oh, it's you.
I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once.
Okay,
Think the chief
fine.
made up the design?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, it was just a thought.
Blackmail? Okay, fine. Is that it? Is this all that was in that safe?
Apparently so. It's empty now. They look like pieces of evidence. Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here. Great, now I have to prove their relevancy to get them. How are these two items related to...
Oh boy! Come on, there's gotta be something we can show the detective. I guess the jar, right?
Yeah, that's one of them.
Yeah.
Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar?
Is he just carrying it around?
Yeah.
Phoenix, please.
I remember when the three of us put that back together. Those were the days. It's kind of early to be nostalgic.
Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case?
That's right. One of the shards had an SL9 and a sticker on it. Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, the fragment we just found? I mean, this one being safe.
Yes, that one. The one in the safe.
I don't know.
Ah.
I don't know where you're going with this.
Hey,
Let's see if it fits. Here, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this. Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do.
Mr. Wright, here's some glue.
If I can piece this together again, it'll prove Chief Gant was knowingly hiding evidence. Here it goes.
Wow. Do you think it fits?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, doesn't fit. Wrong vase.
Doesn't fit.
Musta quit.
Yeah.
Funny. Dank.
There, it fits like a charm. That of course means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. What a dumbass.
What a dumbass.
In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident. Hey guys, get a load of this. What is it? This piece you just attached is different from the others.
There's a reddish line on it?
A reddish line? That's blood. I don't get it. Why would Chief Dent hide this in his safe?
He's just, I don't know, carrying it around. Our big pockets. So, it's been an hour and a half. Not anything else? No.
Yeah, let's just figure out what the fingerprint
Oh, yeah,
or the
okay.
handprint one is, and then we can...
Okay. Maybe the pic... Let's look at the picture. Maybe it's the leather thing he's wearing?
I think I tried the picture.
Oh, okay. Hey, woo. What's up, Viv?
You might need to...
Try the fingerprinting solution. Summer Fluffy. I'm thinking...
Oh.
A woo. Thank you, Wipey. That's a great idea, Detective.
Alright, go town. Sheesh. What are you doing? Why are you sticking your hand out like that? Go ahead, take my prints.
It's not yours we want to take, Dingus.
Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about that cloth we found in the safe. Oh, I knew that. One with the handprint on it, right? Sheesh, where's your sense of humor?
Okay.
What are you, my mom? I don't have to be told a million times.
I'm too young to be your mom.
No, you.
Aww. Maybe Summer Fluffy could be like Corn Chew, just on fire. That's so sad. Oh my god. Yeah? Summer do be like that, yes. Great minds think alike or something, yes. Wait, go back. One more. Other way maybe? Ah, I saw something. But yeah, no, maybe we didn't have... Oh, never mind. Yeah, that one, that one. That font looks really familiar. Which one?
No, how can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here?
Oh, Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints are they?
Huh? Did you, like, touch this cloth when we were taking it out of the safe?
Oh, maybe. Haha.
Hey, you, over here. What's going on here? What are those kids prints doing inside the chief's safe? Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now. Here, maybe you should hold on to this.
'Cause he's trying to whisper.
That's the best I can do for whispering.
Yeah, that's not how whispering works. He's not a subtle man, OIP. Alright. In here?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, we will be back tomorrow for more Phoenix Wright, etc. Thank you for joining. And salmon. More salmon, too. Drink water. Hey, why am I getting springy bagged? It's like facts is here. Ah. Drink water, wash your hands, don't get sick, eat pants. Yay!
Is it really getting bagged if it's fluffy? Aren't you getting fluffed?
Justin? No. It's not fluffy, it's springy. Springy. Cool.
You getting sprung?
Getting sprung.
Yeah.
Corn baby come back.
Oh yo.
Oh no!
Corn baby back ribs.
Nice. Yeah. Alright, good night.
Good night.